Breaking news here on Martyn Lucas Investor. Really big news here. This is rallying after hours and can continue to rally. GeoVax Labs, emergency, really quick announcement here. This is the benefit of knowledge and power. I have access to Seeking Alpha Pro, and all of my viewers do as well, for a free trial and $25 off. I've just given the link in the chat for everybody, and I'll also post it below. What is going on with GeoVax? It's up 107%, 110%, and it's rallying after hours into the weekend. This is why, and this is why power and information is so important, because if you don't know why it's going up, then you think it's just a pump and a dump, or is it manipulation? No, I've got some real information here which can determine whether you buy this stock or not, and I would say you would, but you can jump now if you like, but hold on, let me give you the information. You might want to check out the information yourself. I've just given you the link. So what am I talking about? Tap the like button, subscribe and ring the bell as well for this latest news just come out. This stock could run and run for a while now. GeoVax Labs. Let me just stand back and remind ourselves of where we are 1 month ago. We were trending down, and all of a sudden we've started to go up. Why? What's going on? Do we know why? Well, we do now, because I've just got news in that has only been out about 15 minutes. So that's why, you know, I can tell you this is brand new. If we look here, we've got, what have we got here? We've got average volume 1.95. So there's no volume on this stock at all. It's gone up. It's no volume at all at the moment. 37 million. So it's a stock that can be manipulated, but I don't think it's that. No, we've got insiders buying. What's going on? We've got a beat on earnings, and it's increased. We're still losing money, however, but the increase is through the roof compared to the estimations. But that's not what it's about. That's not what it's about. What it's about is this, and we've just got this information for you now. So I'm going to share with you both sources of information. We've got this information here. Bavarian Nordic stock jumped 16% on EMA MPOX vaccine update. Well, obviously, we've seen GeoVax go up a lot higher. There's a relationship here, and there's some integration here between the stocks. Let me go down and show you what I mean. Bavarian Nordic shares jumped 16% Friday after the Danish vaccine developer said it had submitted data to the European Medicines Agency to support approval of its MPOX smallpox vaccine, MVA-BN, for adolescents aged 12 to 17. The vaccine is currently approved by the EMA and FDA for people aged 18 or older. The FDA granted emergency use authorization for use in adolescents in 2022 during a global outbreak of MPOX. Okay. MVA, and we know MPOX is now back in play again. MVA-BN is marked as a genos in the I don't know how you pronounce that. Genos in the US and Switzerland, as a Imvamun in Canada, and is in Imvanex in the Europe and UK. MPOX is also known as monkeypox. Bavarian Nordic said the vaccine could receive EMA authorization for adolescents in Q4. The company is also preparing to initiate a clinical trial to evaluate the vaccine in children aged 2 to 12 years, according to the statement. But this is where it's important. Tonix Pharmaceuticals and GeoLabs, GOVX, that's what we're talking about, are also developing vaccines for MPOX, while Emergent Biosolutions, EBS, has an approved vaccine and treatment for smallpox and related diseases. So there we go. That's how we can see the relationship here for CODX. If I bring you the extra news as well, this is encouraging. European Health Authority sees MPOX having low impact if precautions are taken. So people are going to want to get behind these stocks. And we all know that when we have vaccines come out, there's always a supply problem. So GeoVax are on top of that. So this is very, very good. And people believe if we get on top of it, we can make things, prevent a much worse situation. The European Centre for Disease Prevention and Control, or ECDC, said that while it expects to see more cases for the clade ice strain of MPOX in Europe, it believes the impact of the virus will be low if certain precautions are taken. In a statement issued on Friday, the ECDC said it was highly likely more imported cases would be identified in the European Union and European Economic Area, but that the likelihood of sustained transmission in Europe is very low, provided that imported cases are diagnosed quickly and control measures are implemented. Implemented, of course, will be vaccines. And we've got the connection here with GOVX. Now, let me look at the business itself and see how valuable the business is, and see if we've got a valuation here, and see if this is an opportunity to buy. So let me look for this right now. This information has just come out, so that's why the power of getting information ahead of the game. So once again, I will give you my Seeking Alpha trial. You might as well use the trial for a week. And here's my alpha spread. I'm going to use that. All my members get a free plan of this. These are the two softwares that I use all the time to analyze stocks, the pro version. This is what I have. Let me look here on GeoVax Labs. Let's have a look at the business itself. Do we have? No, we don't have no intrinsic value yet. This is so unknown. But what do we have? We have financials. We've been crawling along, but we're expecting an S curve. We're expecting an S curve, and now with the MPOX coming up, we could have an S curve growth here. Very nice indeed. What about operating income? Expected to increase. Net income expecting to increase. Financing cash flow, not too much information there. What about the assets? Very small company. Does it have the money? Well, if its stock goes up in price quickly, it might choose to raise funds. Bear that in mind. There could be a devaluation. Who knows? Let's have a look at it. 3.4 million assets. It has in cash 769,000, less than $1 million. Very small stock, can be moved very, very quickly. What's its debt position? If it only has 769,000 in cash, what's its debt? It has no long-term debt. It has no short-term debt. So this could be very, very nice for the stock. Operating margins, well, it was losing money, but really nothing to talk about at the moment. It's too new. This is important. Profitability score is 19, which means it hasn't been making much money until now, potentially. Okay. What about solvency? It's not going bankrupt. 46%. We attain those scores. Low DE and long-term solvency. The fact it has some money and no debts. This is good. It's got a nice balance sheet. We do not have a bright green, but we're not going bust. No one's talking about it. No targets. No one has a clue about the stock. No short interest, 5.68. That's probably just because of the bounce we've got. Nothing. That's not going to short squeeze. It's also not really going to bring the price down either. So that's looking good as well. Insiders buying. I just told you about insiders buying a few moments ago, and we've got insiders buying. Let me see exactly who's been buying. Okay, let's have a look. Are these buys, or are these automatic tax buys? All right. Okay. We have got the CEO. The CEO, David Dodd, has been buying. Informative buy, shares bought on the open market. Okay, this is not auto buying. This is the CEO buying the stock himself. I like that. More from the CFO. The CFO has been buying. Okay. I've seen enough. What else do we have? What about insiders? That's good for me. We've got insiders buying with proper own their own money. I like it. So let me just wrap this up as a very quick emerging stock, a breaking news stock. What we've got here is a stock that can trend very much like when we had COVID and Moderna. Remember all of that? This is a business which is now trending. People are talking about it. We're now talking about it. No one's talking about it yet. It's kind of just happening now, okay? Insiders are buying. CFO, the financial officer, is buying. The CEO is buying with his own money. We've got now in the World Health Organization saying if we get behind this, that it's not going to be a problem. So let's get the vaccines out. Let's get the medicines out. That's good. We've already seen other stocks rising in this sector as well. We know the company hasn't got any debt. It's not going bust. The short interest really isn't that much. There's no real talk about it. This could be a stock by Monday, could be trending all over my channel, and we could actually have something here and this to start to move. So I'm glad we caught this. Thank you very much, whoever it was who asked me for this. But this is great. So the software I was just using a moment ago was Alpha Spread, showing you all the different charts and information. If you want the link to that, all my members can get it for free. If you're watching this video later, I'll put it below. And the news of why it was breaking was Seeking Alpha, and I just gave you that as well. So click above my head for all the links. martynlucas.com will give you all the links. Down below in the description, I'll give you Seeking Alpha and Alpha Spread. Over here, I will create a playlist. In fact, no, I won't. What I'll do is even better than that. Up here, I will put the chart for Sensei, the show on Sunday. Sensei will do a live show on Sunday, and I will ask him to do the buy zone to sell zone to support levels for GeoVax Labs on Sunday. Go up here, I'll put his event just there. Down here, I will put the playlist for GeoVax so we can start to build up information on the stock. So there we go. Until next time, as always, take care of yourselves and each other.